Taylor Burge is here. If you haven't registered to vote, she's got some information on that. And also she's got information on decriminalizing marijuana. You want to get on that list as well. So did anybody talk to Margaret? Awesome. All right, we're gonna start back up here. The next speaker that we have is Jay Puryear. Jay and I actually have a common friend in Austin, and I've always been interested in Irish music. I used to go to some of the Irish sessions up in Austin now and then, but when I heard that there was Irish sessions here in Lockhart, I about flipped. I go, this is awesome. This is why I want to be here in Lockhart. So yeah, he's going to talk about that. Jay, come on up.
Thank everybody for coming out tonight. Appreciate it. Great crowd here tonight. Yep. So my name is Jay Puryear. I lead what's called the Lockhart Irish Session. Also, Irish musicians, we're unapologetic punsters. Like if you notice our logo up here at the top, that triquetra, it's a Lockhart because you know we live in Lockhart. No groans, okay. But Sarah Barr helped us design this logo. This is what we're using on all our marketing for the year. And what is an Irish session? Well, it's a gathering of musicians, it's a jam session. This session, unfortunately, has gone to the dogs. But all different instruments, accordions, uilleann pipes, banjos, guitars, fiddles, flutes, tin whistle, concertina accordions. I play what's called a ballron, which is what that Weimaraner's holding up there. I started playing Irish music in 2010. I got invited to my first Irish session, and one of my buddies who was in a band, he took a break. He said, hey, if you want to go play my drum, go up for a set. So I went up there, played along with him, and it's like, I can't just listen to this anymore. I have to learn how to play this music. And that started a deep dive obsession in about 2005 or so. Yeah, I just kept going to sessions, going to festivals. This drum right here, my friend Rob made for me, custom made specifically. So I also teach ballron, so if anybody's interested in music lessons, feel free to hit me up. We can work something out on that. This next slide coming up is a session in Houston at the Penny Whistle Pub. So like I said, it's just random people get together and play commonly known tunes. There's like 500 session tunes that most everybody knows. There's literally thousands and thousands and thousands of them. Some still being written every day. And it's just a great time to get together and play music and relax. This next slide's at B.D. Riley's Irish Pub in Austin. That is like the big time session at the Mueller subdivision. During COVID, unfortunately, all this came to a screeching halt. For 14 months, we couldn't play. Because you notice everybody's sitting next to each other. This music's meant to be played knee to knee, close together, so you can hear each other, you can feed off each other's energy vibe, and that just came to a screeching halt. And Holly and I moved out here in May of 2020, and the square just opened back up in June of 2020. We came out to Lockhart Arts and Craft, and bless Sarah Barr, bless Lane Tanner, bless Jessica Redland. I happened to mention that I played Irish music, and Sarah's like, well, what's that? So I showed her a video of a session, and she didn't skip a beat. She's like, we would love to host something like that. And my antenna just shot straight up, and I'm like, I can make this happen. So this is one of our first sessions we had in October 2021. We had to wear masks still indoors because of COVID, but because nobody wants to sit next to a flute player blowing air when you've got an airborne virus going around. But this thing has taken off on my wildest dreams. We had 18 players come out our very first session. We were that hungry to play together. I had guys driving from College Station, San Antonio. We have one lady comes up from Lavernia. I have one guy who drives from Waco every time. He's been doing that for a year. Drives 2 hours down from Waco, plays 4 hours, drives 2 hours back every month. Love the guy, Bill Keeney. And this was our largest session we ever had. We had 28 musicians come out to play in that one. I mean, it was just ginormous. You never see sessions get that big usually. So I'm over the moon at how this thing has exploded and taken off. It's just a real blessing to be able to have this gathering opportunity. Now this next slide, this is our Shanos dancer, Jamie Mays. So she's doing what's called Shanos, which is old style. And also one thing about her, she's African American. Well, you put us side by side, she's got more Irish DNA than I do, okay? This is not about color, this is about culture. This is inclusive. They have sessions in Japan. This is a worldwide music. We want everybody to participate. Oh, and also Jamie can play and dance at the same time. She learned how to do that in the pandemic. She was walking with a fiddle. It's like, oh, if I can walk and play, I can dance and play. And she's just amazing to watch. And see, she will be out here this next session coming up too. Let's see, next slide coming up, we've got Barbara here is legally blind, but yet she can play fiddle and Scottish small pipes. And she comes all the way from Livernia, which is outside of San Antonio. And next to her is Sarah Lynn. She is a Scottish fiddling championship. She's won twice in a row. It's U.S. National Scottish Fiddling Championship. So we're getting some amazing talent coming from all these different places. Greg Essington is one of our guitar players here. Fantastic rhythm guitar. And he invited his whole church congregation from New Braunfels. About half of them piled on the church bus and came down one time. And we were just ecstatic to have him in this audience. And see, the guy in front here is Michael Williams. His father is John Williams of Chicago, who is famous for being in the band Solace. He also runs 7 or 8 different sessions up there. So, Michael runs a session in Austin, and he's also in a band. So, great friend, great musician. John Weems right behind him. He's on an instrument called the tin whistle. And this is Doc Grouser. We actually have a harp player, an honest-to-God harp player, who is irregular. One time we had another one, Franny Brown, she came. We had 2 harps in the same session, and Doc was like, in the 30 years he's been playing, that's only happened 6 times. So it's rare when it happens, but it's amazing when it does. And we're now posted on the session.org, which is a website directory listing sessions. These folks came down from Oregon. They heard about us and said, hey, we're in town in Austin, we want to come play. I'm like, oh, by all means, absolutely, come play with us. So this is literally open to all. And I do the same thing when I travel. I look, okay, what pubs are holding sessions, what venues are holding sessions, what day of the week, does it fit my travel plans? This is Tom Lotney here, he's from Minnesota. And the guy next to him, Bill, of the tin whistle there, that's our guy who drives down from Waco. So Tom goes back and forth between Minnesota and Texas depending on the weather. Winters he's down here, summers he's up there. But he runs a session out in Lakeway at a music shop out there. So, and yet another shot of, this is before they built the stage in Arts and Crafts, so we would set up here. Now we're in the middle areas, and it works out better actually, because that way we're surrounded by audience, and there's not a bad seat in the house. You get to hear everything, it's like it's immersive. You get to be part of the music, you get to be part of the experience. And the volume is all acoustic. Okay, and this is our flyer I've got here. I've got copies of this if you'd like one for your refrigerator. This is all the dates for the rest of the year here. We play once a month. It's a rotating Sunday because we have to dodge other events because nobody's coming on Father's Day or Mother's Day. I have to make allowances for that. But, I do have the schedule available if you'd like one, and also I have an email sign-up sheet up here if you'd like to sign up on our email list for more information. I send out a monthly email, which I need to do tomorrow. So thank you for having me. Let me nerd out on something I'm actually passionate about.